Hey guys, welcome back to another week of What's for Dinner. So we are jumping right in. I'm starting out by shredding up some cheese and cutting up some things for our chef salad. So I boiled some eggs the day before and I'm just using my egg chopper to slice those up. I've also got some pepperoni, some black olives, and some lunch meat here. I'm just chopping it up into smaller pieces so it's easier to eat. And we will throw all of this on our salad. Now we're gonna go ahead and assemble our salads. Me and my husband pretty much like the same things on our salad, so I just have some super easy bagged iceberg lettuce here that I got from Walmart. And I'm just gonna throw some eggs, the pepperoni. You see, I have my little helper there. She just could not keep her hands out of everything. She's always sitting at the other end of the island helping me with whatever I've got going on. So anyway, we're just assembling the salad here, and then I will top it with some ranch dressing that I made the day before and some Olive Garden croutons. Those are our favorite. And then I've also got some naan little bread bites to the side. We love using naan in our salads. We saw this done at a restaurant and we've kind of just always done it like this from here on out. So I've also got some bacon bits here as well, but it's been super hot here in Missouri, so we've just kind of tried to not use the stove and not use the oven. So I've really utilized a lot of my air fryer, my crock pot, and then just like simple salads this summer. So anyways, if you're in a dinner rut, I hope that this video will give you some ideas. I used my crock pot and we done a lot of salads this week. So anyway, I'm gonna let this play and we'll assemble the salad. I also wanted to take a second to thank you guys for 1,000 subscribers. This has been 3 years in the making. I've been on YouTube for 3 years, which I cannot believe. Time flies when you're having fun. So I just want to thank you guys for all of your support and your continued support. So I really hope that my channel keeps growing. So anyway, here's what it looks like when it all came together. This was super easy and quick, and I had dinner done by 5:30. Alright, so this next night I am making crockpot chicken and gravy. This is one of our favorites. So I've got some chicken breast here. You guys know if you watch my grocery hauls, we love getting the Purdue chicken breast. We just think that it's better quality than the regular Walmart brand or the off-brand, even Tyson. But anyway, Purdue is our favorite. So I just got, 3 pretty good sized chicken breasts here. And then I am making up the gravy mixture. So I've got 2 cups of water with 2 packets of chicken gravy. And then I will add the cream of chicken as well. Just mix it all together. We're gonna throw it on top and cook it for about 6 hours. Everything comes out so tender and so juicy, and the gravy that it makes with it is amazing over mashed potatoes. So now that it's been about 6 hours, I'm just removing the chicken from the gravy. I added a little bit of cornstarch to thicken up that mixture, and I'm using a couple forks to shred up the chicken. I didn't want to use my hand mixer because I didn't want it to be littler chunks of chicken. I wanted it to be thicker, so that's why I used 2 forks. With this, I'm also making some green beans, so I always use the beef bouillon cubes to flavor my green beans. We're just gonna bring this to a boil on the stove, and then I'm getting started on the mashed potatoes. I'm just peeling up some potatoes and chopping them, and then we will let those boil on the stove while I work on my green bean casserole. So I really wanted to make this dinner because I was craving Thanksgiving. It's still so hot here and I just crave the fall weather and everything that comes along with it. So that is why I'm making kind of a more elaborate dinner. This was actually our Sunday dinner. I like to make more elaborate dinners on Sundays so we all can sit down together and just relax before the work week. But anyway, back to the green bean casserole. I just drained all of that extra liquid off, and then I'm adding a can of cream of mushroom, mixing that all together. And I don't season the green beans because I've already put those beef bouillon cubes in there. If you've not tried green beans that way, I highly recommend trying it. It just brings it such a different flavor, and it's so good. So anyway, I'm just throwing a little bit of pepper in there, and then we will throw just a couple handfuls of the French fried onions into the mixture. put it in a casserole dish, and then throw some more of the French fried onions on top. And then I'm just gonna bake it in the oven at 375 for about 10 minutes. Mine went a little bit too long, but it was still good in the end. And I love having this for leftovers. I feel like it's even better the next day. Okay, so here's what everything looks like when it all came together. We had mashed potatoes with mac and cheese with some dinner rolls that I got from the Walmart bakery. Here's that green bean casserole and the chicken and gravy. And then here's what my plate looks like when it all was plated up. This was such an amazing dinner. I highly recommend that Crockpot recipe. Okay, so this next night, following along the theme with the salad, so I'm making some chicken salad. So I've got some chicken here that I'm going to put in the crock pot, and then I'm making just about a cup of chicken broth just so it has something to cook in and something to flavor it with. And then we'll cook this on about 6 hours on low until the chicken is cooked through. So now that the chicken is done, I'm just going to use a couple forks and shred that chicken. Normally I would go ahead and use the hand mixer, but I was just feeling lazy this night. So I just shredded up the best that I can with a couple forks, and then we will go ahead and season the rest of it. So I decided to season with some salt and pepper, and then also some parsley just to give it a little bit of flavor. And then you'll see that I have some Miracle Whip, some mayonnaise, and some dill and sweet relish. I think I actually added dill as well, it looks like. But anyway, this was our first time making chicken salad, and I have to say that it was not my favorite. I don't know if maybe it was because of what I put in it, but I don't actually know what chicken salad is supposed to taste like. I've only had like 1 or 2 people's, but it just wasn't my favorite. I really prefer just tuna salad, but my husband liked it, and the crescent rolls really gave it a good flavor, I feel like. But anyways, we probably won't be making it again. I'll probably just stick with tuna. So the recipe that I was following really wanted you to add some grapes, but I just didn't want to buy a whole bag of grapes because I knew they would not get eaten. So I decided to do an apple instead, and I feel like this is where I went wrong. If I was to make this again, I would definitely leave out the apple. The whole sweet and savory thing just isn't appealing to me. But anyways, I'm just chopping up the apple, getting the skin off the best that I can, and then I will chop it up into the smallest pieces that I can possibly get, and we'll just add that into the salad. Here I've got some walnuts here. I've probably got just like maybe half a cup. I'm just going to chop those up the best that I can. I didn't want to get them like shredded, but I did want them to be a little bit smaller than what they were. So I'm just going to chop those up with my knife and add those in as well. I didn't feel like the walnuts took away from the salad, but I really do feel like the apple just kind of ruined it. So anyway, that's just kind of my thoughts. I would consider trying this again, but definitely without the apples. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and assemble our sandwiches. So I just got these croissants from the Walmart bakery. I actually ordered the bigger ones, but they substituted me with the smaller ones, which actually turned out to be just fine. These were really yummy. I think they would be really good with like ham and cheese sandwiches. But anyways, I'm just assembling all of these sandwiches so that we can eat. And then here's what everything looked like when it all came together. We had some pineapple with those sandwiches, and then I made up some chicken flavored rice on the side, and we had some Pringles as well. So overall, this was a pretty good dinner. I just wasn't a fan of the chicken salad, but everyone else liked it. Okay, so this next meal is ham and cheese roll-up. So I think I saw this on Pinterest or something, but I wanted to recreate it because I figured it would be a really good lunch idea for the kids, which this is actually what we ended up having for lunch one day. But I think that it would be a really good dinner as well, especially if you're trying to like get something together after soccer practice or whatever. So I'm just starting out by some crescent rolls. I've got some ham here and some shredded cheese. So I made a mistake. I should have only used one slice of ham, but I ended up using two, and then I just kind of nested the cheese in between the two slices. But I'm here to tell you, do not do that. Just use one slice. The crescent roll in the middle of that meat just didn't hardly get done because you know how watery ham is, and it just didn't get quite done. So I was trying to get it done, but the outside was kind of getting a little bit too done and the inside wasn't done. So anyways, that's just my experience. I would recommend just using one slice of ham. So we serve this with some Knorr pasta. I have the Alfredo here, and then the carrots and ranch on the side. So that's going to be it for this week's What's for Dinner. I hope that you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please subscribe. Other than that, I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.